Hi, welcome back. This is part number 6 to hold the switch, the bracket. I'm making it out of 1mm brass. It can be made out of copper as well, or any other 1mm material. It's not a difficult piece to mark out, it's just small and intricate. So I'm going to use a scriber and a ruler and a T-square. I also need 6 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will be 3.5mm holes. And even though the drawing here says diameter 5 for the switch hole, I'm going to use this switch, and I measured the barrel part here and I need a 6.5 for that. So that's the only difference to the actual drawing that I will be making. Whatever switch you're using, you need to measure that and check it out. Now for the orientation, I'm actually going to turn the drawing around to make it easier to understand and mark it out in this fashion here. So the piece of metal I have, I've already measured it and checked for it being square, is 50 wide and 30 high. The piece of metal is 48 by 29. So that's the very first thing I'm going to do, is mark those dimensions. And I'm going to keep this little corner here where the marking blue has been removed as my bottom left corner to match this one here. So I'm just going to measure across first of all 48mm. And I'm going to measure up the side 29mm. T-square both of those lines carefully, and again, because it's so thin, you must pick it up. Okay, so everything outside of those lines, here and here, I'm going to be cutting off later on the guillotine, and that'll just give me straight cuts. I won't have to worry about filing those bits. Okay, so I want to mark out these different distances, so I'm going to break it into 3 sections. This first section, and this section, and this. So we're told here it's 6, and we're not told this distance, nor are we told this distance, but if we do a little bit of maths, we notice that this is 6 and 6, that's 12, plus 24 is 36. That means this must be in total 12 as well, and you can presume then that that's 6 and that's 6. So I'm going to mark over 12, and I'm going to add 24 to that to give me 36, and then I don't have to worry about the last bit because we have the end line already. So I'm going to mark 12 and 36 for the bottom left corner. T-square those lines straight up. And now we have our part broken into 3 sections. The height of this bit here and this bit here is up 25. We can see that from the side. So I'm going to measure up 25 from the bottom left corner, this one, and mark that, and then T-square that line across just on those 2 sections. And now we have more waste here and here, which we'll get rid of later on. We have 2 holes in each of these sections. We're told they're in 6, and we're told that there's 15 between them in height. The total distance of this section is 25. There's 15 between the 2 holes. That leaves a difference of 10. So you can presume that this is 5 and this is 5 as well. So first of all, we're going to measure 6 in, T-square line up. 6 in, T-square line up. And then I'm going to measure on one line 5 from both ends. And I'm going to use my T-squared end to transfer those measurements across. A little bit awkward, this piece, because of its size. So that's the bottom one. And the top one then. And I'm going to punch those 4 marks. Because we're going to be drilling holes there. So we have the 4 holes done here and here. So now we just have to worry about this middle section and the 3 holes. This hole is on the center line going up the middle, and we can use that middle line then to differentiate where those holes are as well. So if this is 24 from here to here, halfway is 12. Mark 12 millimeters from this line or this line across. T-square that line up. Now that looks a little inaccurate. And up that line we need to go 8 millimeters. So from the bottom up 8 millimeters. And punch it. Now these 2 holes are 6 millimeters down from the top and then 6 millimeters from the center line out. So 6 millimeters down. T-square line across. And then measure from the center line 6 millimeters either side. So I'm starting at 40 here on the center line, so I mark 46, and then 40 minus 6 is 34. Punch both of those points. And our part is marked out fully. So what we're going to do now is drill all of the holes 3.5, then drill this 6.5, use the guillotine to cut off these 2 pieces, and then just hacksaw out and file these 2 sections, and then finally the last bit of the video you'll be seeing is me bending on the bending machine along these 2 lines at 90 degrees. there we go, that's that piece complete. Not a difficult piece, just small and tricky. I've put in the switch there just to show you what it looks like inside in it as well. So I still have to do a bit of emery papering and tidying up and cleaning up on that, but that's the piece essentially done. So next video will be on part number 7, a lathe piece. Very quick, very short. So thanks again for watching and see you soon.